The biggest thing that we want to be able to have for the players is the standard of football they're playing, the quality of the service that we're giving them as members, as players, as well as the same for our staff.
Well, getting all the players under one roof, essentially, with working with the best coaches, with the best facilities, the best environment, it's only going to help them. And we've seen that when the boys have gone on to trials and ultimately be signed. The feedback that we've had from pro clubs has been that you can tell they've been working in an elite environment. So really, the step up from where they are to the next level of their journey, they've been able to make that transition quite seamlessly, to be fair. And we're hoping to do more of that as the years pass on.
The people we have in the building, along with the facilities we now have, it just gives us that edge in terms of being able to do more. So being able to go into the analysis room and showing them their clips back, putting on extra training sessions to work on their weaknesses, and ultimately try and help them push in as higher non-league football as they can, or back into a professional environment.
I've been involved in professional setups, and I'll be honest, even like non-league setups, this is by far one of the best that's going to be around, and there's going to be a lot of interest of clubs wanting to come in and play us, even in friendlies, because the facilities we're going to have is going to be outstanding.
If they want to give their boys or their girls the best chance of progressing in youth football, then this is the place to do that, because we've got that combination of elite people, as I said earlier, elite coaches, and now we've got the elite facilities to match it. So I mentioned earlier, in terms of one of the reasons that I came to the academy was to give my players the best of everything, and that's what we do. For me, it's more than just football. It's about the community. We're creating more than just a football venue here. This is going to be a hub for the community, and it's in a borough that I've lived in myself for a number of years, and one that I'm very proud of.
There needs to be more players who are getting careers in senior football. And I think it's important for parents to understand that the ability for players to make that jump from possibly being 17, 18 years old and stepping into the National League South or the conference, it's massive. That's a huge jump. And with us now having Greenwich Borough, that ability to be able to do that more quickly is more likely to be able to step in, potentially step 6, step 5. So that journey of the players being able to go through that through the youth academy and be down here and watch our first team, possibly be walking out with them as a mascot and then eventually playing for them, it's massive for us, and it just builds our community even more.
Myself and the other staff around it have a real enthusiasm to help boys push on and play as high level as they possibly can. So the appetite with David and Ollie, the most recent boys getting signed, has only increased, and we want to do more. We want to get more boys out.
There's a lot of clubs new clubs out there at the moment, different names, but this is Greenwich Borough being the real kind of local area. The kids, I think more of the parents as well, those that are from this area, I think they'll be really proud for their child to be playing for Greenwich Borough in the future, because they're from that local area.
I mean, me personally, I grew up in Greenwich, so Greenwich is my borough, and now being able to represent it is it's an honour, really, and then being in a position where I can play my part and help really push the club on, so we can grow both on and off the pitch in terms of our senior section and the scholars, as well as the community-based things and the youngsters we've got coming through, and giving everyone a real pathway and a real identity is outstanding.
It's huge what we're doing right now, to be able to give our players a real home and a real place where they could come, and they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave because they love it that much. So it's exciting.
The sky's the limit. They can pretty much determine what path we go down. There's lots of exciting news that's coming out, and I think Greenwich Borough is the perfect title and the perfect tag for us going forward in a new project.